They say obesity is a disease, and you have no reason in the world to feel guilty about it. But that's because it's actually not a bug, it's a feature. Yeah, that one's going to require a bit of explanation, isn't it? Well, I'm going to do that, and it's going to take a while, so stick with me. But let me skip to the end, and yeah, it's a feature, but the real problem is it's a feature that's become obsolete. So first, what am I talking about when I say obesity? The obesity is actually the effect. What I'm talking is what the sufferers of the condition call the food noise. It's the same symptoms reported by the subjects of the Philadelphia starvation experiment. Intrusive, incessant, compelling preoccupation with food. That can only be satisfied by eating. Or what I think can be more accurately described as maddening hunger. This is the condition that the GLP-1 medications treat, and it's fundamentally why they're so effective. Alright, so how the hell can such a god-awful thing be a benefit? Why is it a feature? First, let's talk about this lean young lady right here. That's Summer. Her account is Summer the dietitian. She's a registered dietitian. She uses GLP-1 medications to handle her food noises, and she talks a lot about it on her site. You should check it out. And she was kind enough to give me some objective numbers to put on her subjective experience. She lost about 140 pounds, kept it off, and with the medication, she's able to maintain this physique free from the food noise on less than 1,800 calories a day, which is completely reasonable for a woman of her height who works from home in 2023. Someone of her weight working a desk job doesn't really burn too much, so that's enough for her to stay weight stable. But now let's hop in a time machine and go to a farm in rural New Jersey in 1823. They didn't have calorie calculators back then, but we have a workaround. The compendium of physical activity rates farming at a metabolic equivalent number of around 4, or about the same as a constant brisk walk. So if a 7-hour office job, we could say, would burn her about a little over 800 calories. A 7-hour workday on the farm in 1823, 2,500 calories. That's an 1,800 calorie difference. That is twice what Summer needs to eat to maintain her body weight in 2023. And people back then worked 6 days a week. If Summer left that time machine and started working on that farm with the appetite that she has now, she would have to force herself to eat twice as much as she wanted to. Because calories in, calories out works both ways. If she didn't, she would waste away and she would die. But Summer actually doesn't have to worry about time travel, because 3,000 calories was also about what she needed to eat for the food noise to go away without the medication. All she would have to do to keep her lean physique in that world is leave it behind. And at that family dinner at the end of the day, she would be the only one at the table not getting complaints about how much she was eating. She'd be the only one comfortable eating enough. So they say obesity is a disease, but it's really more like a curse. Like the curse of the monkey's paw. Be careful what you wish for you will surely get it. We did everything I could to craft a world and a life free from toil. For many of us, all we got instead was maddening hunger, or toiling under the weight of our own bodies. And the cure for that curse is tough math. Diet, exercise, drugs, surgery, obesity. Do yourselves a favor.